Why did he have to wait 10 minutes? Was he stuck in Twitch traffic or something?
Well, well, I have a thing on. The reason why my chat can be kind of slow is because I have a... Sometimes I keep it in slow mode, but these days I also like to put it on followers. Like, you have to follow me for 10 minutes to be able to chat. So a lot of people have to wait 10 minutes to chat in my chat. And that's because I used to get a lot of people saying nasty before. So with the 10-minute follow, it helped weed out a lot of crazy people, but clearly there's still some losers out there that still decide to wait the 10 minutes. But at the end of the day, it makes me laugh because it just makes it easier for me to make fun of them for waiting. Make it 30. I used to have it higher, but I put it down. I put it down because you know, it's fine. It's okay. I don't give a f. Guys, I've been streaming like next year will be 9 years of streaming. 9 fucking years. I've seen it all, bro. I've seen it all. One guy saying that isn't gonna make me sad. I've seen it all, bro. 9. Where's the time gone, bro? Time flies, right? You're a veteran at this point. I've been here for a while. I've been here for quite some time. I'm not new anymore. It kind of sucks. When I first started streaming, it was like, new VTuber on the scene. It's me. And now it's like, old VTuber on the scene. I was sitting here looking at Twitch, and I'm looking around, right? I was looking around and I'm like, bro, I'm not joking. More than half of the VTubers that I see live, I don't even know who the f they are. I don't know who they are. And it's like, I feel like new people debut like every fucking day. And I'm just like, who is this person? What the f? And it's crazy. It's crazy because I feel like I'm seeing new people every day. And I feel like I used to keep up with VTubers so much. I used to know everybody. I felt like I used to know everybody. Now, I don't know everybody. And it makes me feel some type of way. Because I used to know everybody. And I used to make it very important for me to be able to, like, I know everybody. But now it's like, I'm like, who are you people? Who is this? I don't know everybody anymore. It sucks. Ironmouse speed dating? 5-minute combo? Oh, no. No. A long time ago, I tried to do fun, just for fun, joke harem applications, and some people took it seriously and thought it was real.
The crazy part is you probably inspired the majority of those new people.
That would be wonderful if true. But yeah, for a few years ago, I did a harem application for fun, just to do it on stream, and some people took it seriously, and it got very scary, and I decided not to do it anymore. And some people got mad at me that I didn't pursue it and I didn't do it anymore. But for my own sanity and safety, I was not doing it, and I will not do anything like that ever again.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you.
What was that? That was a while back ago, and some people took it extremely seriously, so I cut that so quick. I was just like, nope. And then I just told people, we'll do it another time. And then we just never did it. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you guys, yeah, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. I said no, and I'm not doing it. And that's it. And we're not doing it. How serious? Very seriously. I've had people come up to me and propose to me at conventions before. Some of those applications were pretty serious. Some of them were pretty serious, pretty scary. My mods saw most of them. They can confirm for fun. I would say some were for fun and some were not for fun. Some were for fun and some were not for fun. Some had way too much personal info, you know. And, you know, I've had people in the past walk away from the community and sending me a note about it because they honestly felt
I use AI translation.
We don't need your honeymoon plans, bro. Some people, like, I've had people write me messages, like, long goodbye messages, like, as if, like, they were breaking up with me, because they thought that we had something, and they thought that, like, every time I would stream, every time I would talk, like, I was talking directly into their mind, and I was leaving them subliminal messages, in their brain, where it's like, there were certain things that I would say on stream that they thought was meant for them, and the fact that I wasn't paying attention to them and that I wouldn't speak to them in private or address them, it upset them. Oh, I never talk about these things, but these things have happened to me multiple times, especially at the beginning. I mean, people wonder why, like, I had to, like, close myself off a bit more because of stuff like that, where it was just, like, I would say, like, there was a handful of people that got very, very, very serious to the point where it scared the shit out of me. To the point where, like, I was about to have law enforcement involved because it was, like, a lot. It was, like, a lot. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And, like, I didn't talk about it because, like, I was a part of, like, the whole, like... I just don't talk about these things because also, like... I don't want to, like, embarrass anybody or make anybody feel bad. And also because it's scary because they start to, like, threaten you and then you start to feel fear and think, oh, well, if I talk about this, they're gonna come after me or do something to me or blah, blah, blah. Whatever. You know what I mean? So... I didn't talk about it, but I feel like enough time has passed to the point where it's like, it's fine because they're probably long gone from the community. They're not around. There's no way anybody would know who they are anyway, so. And it's something that happened to me, and I feel like if something happens, if I choose to, I should be allowed to talk about an experience that has happened to me if I want to talk about it. If I don't want to talk about it, then I'm not going to talk about it. But if I want to talk about it, I should be able to talk about it. Because it's something that happened to me. So these are specific. There have been instances with people that's happened where it's just like it was pretty scary. But you know, it's over now, and they haven't been around. They've been gone for a while. I don't think they'll ever come back. And I hope that they're having a good time living their life and that they're doing better and they're in a better place emotionally and mentally. You know? Yeah, it is pretty scary, especially like when you decide to do stuff like this, no one ever tells you that like this happens. You know what I mean?
I know some folk personally, and know of many smaller chronically ill VTubers that were each inspired by you directly. The Ironmouse ripple effect is real. Your honesty spreads the love and people feel it. Not the creepers though. They need a load of grass. True, they do.
I don't know. I hope that they're getting the mental help that they need and that they're okay, you know, living their life. Yeah, I feel like also it was also a different time back then because back then, like, you know, I was much smaller and I was more engaged with the community personally. But that was because we were at a smaller size. But like, when people get into this sort of thing, like when you become a content creator or like a VTuber or whatever, no one sits down and tells you, hey, so this is what's gonna happen, and this is something that happened and it's normal, and you just need to be okay with it because like, one, nobody tells you about that. Two, you shouldn't be okay with it. Three, it shouldn't be normal, and four, it shouldn't happen. You know, but no one ever tells you these things. No one ever sits and tells you the dangers of like VTubing or like making stuff online. Like you just think about wanting to VTube and wanting to just create content and do whatever the you want online. You don't think about like people doing crazy shit. You know, the dangers of online. But yeah, you know, back then like our community was much smaller, and not only was it smaller, like I said, like I would do like VR chat meetups and stuff, and that was partly because of our size was smaller, and I had more contact with like the community. But unfortunately, because of how intense things would get, and the fact that our community grew to a size where it's like it is quite difficult to nearly impossible to be able to connect with people on a deep personal level and to be, you know, so involved all the time like that. I've had to like step back because it's like, you know, dynamics change. You know, I try to be there as much as I can, but I can't really do like one-on-one like meet and greets and stuff like that all the time, like in VR chat like I used to, where it's like I used to dedicate like a full day of like meeting with people in VR chat. And yeah, that only like that was so bad for my mental health because like a lot of people, there were a few psychos that would come and see me and say horrible shit to me and do horrible things, but I still wanted to do it because then I would think about all the people that would come and say nice things and do nice things, and I kept trying to suck it up and be like, oh, you know, it's okay, I could do it because I'm meeting people that really like me and that are really nice to me, and I could tank this, it's fine. But after a while, I couldn't tank it. I couldn't continue to tank it anymore because it really f***ed with me emotionally, and it scared the shit out of me. And also, my schedule just started getting so difficult, where it's like I couldn't sit here and dedicate a full day to meet with people. It was a lot. It took a lot out of me. Also, especially since we were doing it in a VR chat and I was using the fucking index, and that would kill. Being in VR for a full day. I'm talking, I would start at 8 in the morning, and sometimes we will be still meeting people at like 2 a.m. Okay? For a full fucking day in VR. The day after we would do meetups, I would be so fucking sick from being in VR all day. My head would hurt so bad. I had to take so much anti-nausea medicine. Bro, that was like 2021. I'm telling you, it was rough, Alex. It was rough on me. It would make me so sick after. And I never, like, really, like, told people how sick it would make me because I know people like to do it. And I like doing it too, you know? I like doing it too. I'm really happy. I'm happy that now there's going to be another headset option. But I'm going to be honest, if I ever do meetups again, like, I talked to Connor about it, and Connor's like, bro, you're psycho for, like, doing meetups in VR chat and only, like, doing, like, a Patreon tier of X amount. And he would be like, that's crazy. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, well, I don't want, like, I know people can't really afford that sort of stuff, you know? And he's like, you're a psycho. So, I don't know, if I ever do a VR chat meetup ever again, unfortunately, I would have to charge quite a lot, quite a bit more than usual in order for it to happen, because it just would have to be like, it would have to be something like extremely like premium. But then again, I honestly I don't know, I feel like since I can do like conventions and stuff, I think it's wonderful that I get to meet people at conventions too, you know. And I have like security there, and there's a lot of people there, and there's like a barrier. And if somebody comes and acts psycho to me, the security guards are there. And yeah, and it can't be 12 hours, and people need to give. Yep. It has to be extremely regulated. But I don't know. I want to try to do more stuff, but it's difficult, especially with the size that we have increased to. It's hard, and the fact that like I am so traumatized from several experiences that I've had, where it's like extremely traumatized. Like, I've even had like people take like private video of stuff and like distribute it, where it's like they weren't supposed to do that, and it's just like, how about you don't do that? So it's like, I mean, nothing bad happened. It's just it wasn't anything bad. It was more like, you know,
doing walkarounds
if it's a private
is beyond nice,
experience for
the
people in my community, don't fucking repost it somewhere else. Don't do that, especially without everybody else's permission. You know what I mean? It's very fucked up. It's like other people didn't ask for you to post that shit. Like, how about you don't do that?
You've been a great inspiration as a fellow Latina rat. I can definitely emphasize with pushing herself past her limits. I hope we can find some solace for your hard work, 3.
I'm giving you hug 3. No, it's okay. You know, you live and you learn. Live and learn! You live and you learn. You learn things. You know, you go through things. And, you know, you learn about stuff. You learn what to do, what not to do. I wish I could go back and, like, do things differently, but, you know, you can't. So, you just learn from your experience and you just move on. We were baby... Yeah, you guys were baby mods back then, too. We didn't know what the f*** we were doing. We didn't know what the f*** we were doing. We were just doing whatever the f*** we thought was right. We didn't know what the f*** we were doing. I didn't know what the f*** I was doing. You know? I don't know. I don't know what the f*** I was doing. They were little baby mods. A lot of my mods have been with me for quite some time. And they were tiny baby mods. Yeah, everything moved very fast. Like, I feel like for a long time, like, I started streaming in 2017. For from 2017 to like 2020, everything was very slow moving, and then 2020 hit, and it was like, it was like, whoa, what the f? What is happening?
Slow
and then it was
and
just
steady.
like,
Just like the games we love rushing is always bad.
Hollow and I over 5 years, and the rest 4 to 3. Oh my god. I also remember we had mods that were with us and that are no longer with us. Crazy how things change, you know. I'm still a baby mod for a medium channel, almost at a year. That's very nice. That's very nice. That's very nice. Thank you for dedicating your time. COVID happened and the streamers boom. Yeah, COVID was a crazy time. And it's crazy because it's like, to me, COVID was just like any other time. Because I don't go out. I never went out. I was already quarantined in my house. So it was like, nothing changed for me. Only the world around me changed. Everything around me changed. I was the only thing that stayed the same. It was so bizarre. What a bizarre time. And it also kind of made me sad because, like, I was like, whoa, now everybody's home too. And everybody's home. And then, you know, the quarantine ended and everybody went back to their life. But I stayed here. I stayed here where I'm at. Because, yeah, I'm not normal.